Hey, Top Gun options traders and investors. Good Tuesday morning to you. Matt Buckley, call sign Whiz, primary model portfolio manager here at TGO. And obviously today is election day. And we'll talk in a little bit about why I'm actually throwing my support behind President Obama and unendorsing Governor Romney. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Let's talk about Monday's market action first. We saw ISM non-manufacturing PMI come out less than forecast. Came in at 54.2, and it was forecast to come in at 54.6. Market initially sold off at the open. Typical Monday morning sell-off that we've seen for the past, recent memory. It just seems like the market tends to sell off on Mondays, but came struggling back with a little bit of a broad-based rally across a wide range of sectors and industries. So saw a little bit of a bounce there, but not a lot of volume today, folks. Why? Obviously, on Monday, not a lot of volume, essentially because everybody's sitting on their hands waiting for the results of the election today, and hopefully we'll get some results so we know exactly who tonight is our new commander-in-chief. And obviously, folks, the market's going to view a Obama victory and a Romney victory completely different, and we're going to talk about that in our primary live trade brief this morning, a nice 2-hour live trading session that I do every Tuesday from about 9 to 11. We're going to talk about how a Romney victory actually means that Bernanke is going to be looking for work, or he'll just go back to Princeton and be a professor, which probably should have been his profession anyway. And an installment of a Fed hawk, probably a Fisher or some of the other deficit hawks that are starting to poke their head out, especially after QE3. They've been doing the CYA tour around the United States, doing the whole, hey, I voted for or against the QE3 before I voted for it. And it's also going to reward savers, right? So, the elderly or the wealthy who used to live off dividends or investment returns probably going to see a Romney victory as more of a positive, right? Obama victory means potentially Republicans just kind of crossing their arms and us just going merrily off of a fiscal cliff, right? So, two different ways the market's going to react, in my opinion. A Romney victory, the market's going to rally. An Obama victory, we're going to stay flat to go down, because obviously President Obama is anti-business, anti-small business, and it's not, and the markets just aren't going to react well to that. So that's the biggest thing in our radar. Let me talk real quick about this number right here. Look at this Spanish unemployment change, folks. 79.6. They were forecast at 90.3. 128.2, folks. This isn't Greece. This is Spain. Okay, so we have a couple Greek votes, like I talked about in yesterday's Monday Market Outlook at Wealth Creation Investing, that the Greek debt to GDP came in far worse expected last week when they unveiled their budget. It was forecast to be 167%, which is insane, and it came in at 189%. So a lot of issues going on in Greece this week, but also taking a look at Spain. And we have, like I said, nothing really on Tuesday, but we have a lot of PMI coming out from Spain, Italy, and also just an overall PMI out of Europe. So these are numbers I'm going to be taking a look at as well. The United States on Wednesday, biggest thing we're going to be taking a look at is consumer credit, but overseas retail sales. See how the Eurozone is doing, the 17-member Eurozone currency block there. See how they're doing. Thursday is obviously weekly unemployment claims on this side of the pond. China, CPI and PPI. Going to be looking at these numbers as well, see how our bankers doing. Friday, big import prices, and also the University of Michigan consumer sentiment and wholesale inventories are going to be numbers that we're taking a look at as well. What happened to Top Gun Options Model Portfolio on Monday? Had a nice day, up about $3,700. Apple looking pretty good. We have a weekly trade on Chipotle. We've been trading weeklies on Chipotle for a while, capturing about $800 so far of $1,800 credit received, hopefully, or I'm sorry, $2,600 credit received, so hopefully we'll collect the full one there. Also got some volatility bets on with VXX and some inflation hedges on GLD, also USO. A lot of good stuff working here. Facebook bearish double vertical spread, so a lot of good stuff. In a day like today in the market where it's down and then up, and you really don't know which way you're going, this is what your portfolio should look like. A lot of bright greens, some light greens, some grays, some pinks, and some reds as well. So nice hedge portfolio here at Top Gun Options with the SPOOs at 3, up 3, and the Dow up fractionally. Let's just call it flat. So another good day at Top Gun Options here. And again, folks, get out and vote. If you don't get out and vote, really don't want to hear you complain at all, because if you don't go out and vote, it's just like the lottery, folks. You got to be in it to win it, okay? And I'm actually going to support President Obama. Why? I'd rather see him get impeached and Hillary Clinton resign in disgrace over the Benghazi incident. Hurricane Sandy, Tropical Storm Sandy, and that devastation obviously pushed the Benghazi story off the front pages. But before that, folks, the media had not been doing anything at all about Benghazi. An admiral and a general have been relieved because they were going to mount a rescue mission or divert an AC-130 gunship to the area, and they were ordered to stand down 3 times. Why? And who gave that order? And folks, it doesn't matter if Obama or Clinton didn't give that order. They are ultimately responsible. Actually, not even Clinton. The commander-in-chief is responsible. 4 Americans died on his watch. Nobody's explained why. So if Obama wins, we're going to have congressional investigations into this. If Romney wins, knowing that Romney's a good guy, he's going to do the standard, we'll just kind of move past this incident for the good of the nation and try and unite. Quack, quack, quack. That's exactly the wrong answer to take, folks. 4 Americans died. 2 Navy SEALs died doing really wasn't their job, but as they're wired as Navy SEALs to do, it's to protect and defend. And these men died horrible deaths in a far land, far away from loved ones, and we watched. Literally, we watched. And as they begged for help, nobody came. The president said, "Oh, we never leave anybody behind." He has no idea what that means. So I actually support President Obama because I want to see him impeached. And of course, if Biden takes over, he'll end up, he'll just resign based on his own stupidity, and then we'll get the Speaker of the House. So anyway, folks, so there's my political op-ed at the end of our SITREP. I'm going to be trading the hell out of this market. I love it. Either way, there's going to be uncertainty in the markets, folks. We have a lot of volatility positions on that we're going to, either direction, bullish or bearish on the VIX. Either way, we're going to potentially make money. So there we go. Have a great election Tuesday, and I'll see a lot of you in the primary live trade brief at 0900. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge.